Right now I'm drinking a really awesome blend. It's ginseng root, ashwagandha, these are like chunks of it, not a powder, and shishandra berry. These are pretty awesome. If you go to my Substack, you can see the write-ups and all the benefits of each of these. They're pretty awesome. I'm doing it for 100 days to see the effect. Every morning, 1 gram of each in a tea and brewing it to see if anything changes. So that's just a quick, simple side note. And I'll let you guys know how that goes later. So what I wanted to talk about today is everybody keeps asking me why I don't listen to music in the gym. And it's pretty simple. It's not because of the EMF from the Bluetooth headphones, which I totally get it. And it's not, well, it is partially because I don't want to be on my phone at the gym. There's nothing for me to scroll on Instagram. There's nothing for me to look at really. And I believe that every time I scroll on Instagram or I get distracted from the workout, that takes away my life force, my energy. I'm just looking to kill time, get a dopamine hit every time I get on my phone while I'm working out. So when I look around and I look at people and they're all playing on the phone in between sets, during the workout, during the set, they're scrolling the internet, looking at workouts, doing whatever they're doing, they're on the phone. And the phone is just pulling your dopamine, your energy, your life force, your chi, whatever you want to call it, right out of you. So you're losing energy and you're trying to replace it with the dopamine hit or attention or validation. Same thing if you walk around, say without your shirt in the gym and you're all ripped up and you're looking for that attention. You're wasting energy looking for that attention, and people can feel that, they can smell that, and it just doesn't work. So if you really want the attention, just get really, really focused on what you're doing. Do the workout, stay in your space, in your body, and don't worry about what's going to happen later. Are people looking at me? Did I get a DM? Did this person write me back? What am I going to do later? Just get really, really, really present with your workout and watch your breath. And people will look at you. They will come up and talk to you. No matter what you look like, it doesn't matter if you're ripped, overweight, whatever, they will still feel that presence, and it's authentic. You're not faking anything. So a lot of people go around, fake it till you make it, which is cool in certain areas, and you got to start somewhere. I understand. But if you're going around looking for it, it's really not helping you. It's draining all of your energy. And what they've called that now is edging. Edging is not just PMO, where you pleasure yourself until right before and then you stop, you pleasure and stop. This is a very dangerous practice because you're building up, and you're still releasing all that energy. Like you are bringing all that life force, all that energy down into you, building it up, and then not doing anything with it. Then you bring it all the way down, and you do that multiple times. So you're getting massive dopamine hits, whether you look at something, you imagine something, you try and do this Montauk Chia breathing, and then hold it, and then cultivate the life force and breathe it up your spine. If you can do it and that's how you practice it, awesome. But from what I've found, it's a dangerous practice. So as I get to 300 days on retention, and I start getting cute, and I'm like, okay, I can transmute this. I can play around with it. All it does is build up the energy, and you lose something called Ojas. Ojas is the real thing you're trying to cultivate here. And that's what you're retaining, and it's your life force, and that gives you the glow. That's pretty much everything. So the more Ojas you can retain, the stronger you'll be, and all these benefits that everyone's looking for will come out. It has to be done naturally. You can't try and do this. You can't try and, edge, build it up, breathe it up, build it up, breathe it up, build it up, breathe it up. You can't really do that sort of thing. It's dangerous and it puts you on the edge. So you're more likely to have a relapse later because all that energy is low. You haven't transmuted it. You don't know what to do with it. And if you think you've brought it up to your third eye and kundalini and whatever, you're probably extremely mistaken, and you're really not doing it, and you're not breathing it through the body properly. Like, that's a long time practice. So I wouldn't even go there with it. Just avoid it at all cost. And the other edging that I'm talking about is everyday life. People are edging all the time. It's for a dopamine hit. Same thing that you edge there to get that pleasure, to move it around. Sometimes we just go out in public because we know that we're going to get attention, we're going to get looked at. So that's another part of edging. So when you're on retention and you're getting all this extra attention, you're wasting it. And edging, essentially, when you go to places, the gym, and you start looking around, who's looking at me, how many hits can I get, how many dopamine hits, ooh, that person looked at me, boom, there's a hit, ooh, they looked at me, boom, there's a hit. That's wasting life force, that's wasting ojas, and it's just going to take longer to develop like the full retention, right? And then really reap the benefits. When you can truly just go out, not care what everyone else thinks, you will retain it, you will glow, and the right things will come to you. And the more you stay present, the more you'll be able to engage with what does come to you, and it will come to you in a true, authentic manner, and you will be your true, authentic self in that moment. That's the practice. How long can you stay in the present moment with yourself? Most people cannot, because of validation. They want the dopamine hit, they're so depleted, they want to play on the phone, they're looking for it, they've never gotten it. So be it, milk it, use it, enjoy it. You don't have to like restrain yourself and be like a monk with it, but if you're really going for this practice and you really want to do it properly and really take it to the next level, this is kind of what's required. And if you can't handle it in the beginning and you're eating it up, do it. Enjoy it. Eat it all up. And then just learn from it, as it slows down, or just be very mindful of when you're doing it. That's the big thing. That's probably the main thing. If you're going to do it, do it. But be aware of when you're doing it. Say, okay, I'm at the gym, I'm working out. And then all of a sudden you notice you are looking around for attention. Who's looking at me? Or you catch them looking at you, and it makes you feel good. Just smile inside, realize you know why it's happening, enjoy it, but don't look for it, and just make yourself aware of when you are looking for it. And that will like speed this process up times like 1,000,000. And then once you overcome that need for female attraction, attention, all that stuff, you will breeze through everything in life. Your workspace, your creativity will go up because you'll be retaining that life force. And then when you do see these people and you do get those hits, it's going to build you up, not break you down, because it'll be a natural, true, authentic, pull of the energy or dopamine or whatever you want to call it. It's going to be really authentic, and that will build you up and give you more life force. Just don't go looking for it. And the sooner you can transcend that and relax and really be in who you are, people will be like, wow, you're like a different person. You're not like antsy on the phone. You're not like trying to get something from somebody. You're not looking for the next thing. You're not worried about, should I get her phone number? Should I ask her out? Should I sleep with her? Should I not sleep with her? Should I tell him I'm retaining? And you'll just be totally cool in your masculine, like fully, but you'll also be in your feminine because you're able to kind of flow with it. And that's the ultimate power, because most people are either too masculine, like rigid, or they're too soft and feminine. It's got to be a balance. Women do this too. There's some women that are so in their masculine, and then there's some men that are so in their feminine. There's got to be a blend. I'll talk about it in another video, but if you go on my Substack, it really also comes down to the food. There's yin food, yang food, masculine, feminine food. So if you're eating one of these carnivore diets, it'll just give you all this primal rage, masculine energy, and you'll just be flowing with it. Same thing if women eat those carnivore diets, they have a certain temperament, certain demeanor, and they're very aggressive, and it's okay, eat both. And then if you have a vegetarian, they're eating a lot of yin foods, feminine, soft foods, the tofus, the vegetables. It's okay, it has nutrients and a really great purpose. You just need to find the balance. And the balance usually looks like tons of vegetables all day, a little bit of meat. Most cultures didn't have an abundance of meat, and they really ate like that. No one really ate meat all day long. Maybe they did, I don't research this stuff, but that's just reckless to eat meat all day long. Meat and fruit, meat and fruit, meat and fruit. So think about that. And then they're also not eating just plants all day long with a little bit of fruit. They have a balance. You know, even if it's once a month, 3 times a year that they sacrifice an animal, they eat the meat, but they are the ones that live the longest, are the healthiest. You know, they have everything that you're probably looking for. They have the aesthetic look, they have the internal health benefits. They have, because they really, yeah, they have the health benefits. I mean, that's gold. You know, the side effect is you lose weight, your skin clears up, disease removes from the body because there's nothing poisoning it at the moment. And we're not being bodybuilders, and we're not working in a field all day that we need massive amounts of protein. Most of us are working at a desk job all day. So you need a nice balance, and you don't require that much meat and food. The only person that really wants to do that are these bodybuilders, you know, and so be it, you know. But for the average human, if you go to my Substack, I used to weigh 255 pounds. I tried to figure it out with all these fad diets, and it came down to probably the most simplest thing. I will show you all the foods I eat. I will show you all the recipes. I will show you everything you need to do. I'm doing a 90-day journey. It's been documented. I'm on day 28. It took me 17 days to break this sugar addiction. So stay diligent. The retention, the tea, the food, all this is part of it. So this is kind of like a blended video of all those things. I'll start dialing them in really to each specific topic. I'm just going off the top right now. Check out the Substack. It is like gold. It has pictures, it has recipes, it has everything that I eat for the day. It has the workouts that I do, because I don't really work out too hard. I maybe walk for 30 minutes, maybe an hour. That's it. Some days I don't, you know, but I was able to drop a ton of weight, clean up my blood, clean up any disease, any arthritis. I'm 41. I think I'm going to be able to reverse some of the grays in my beard, and I'm tracking that for the next 100 days. And I have a product called He She Woo, but it's prepared juice, and I'll explain that in another video. It's in the Substack. Definitely go check it out and follow along, subscribe. I'll start doing daily videos and really start dialing this thing in, because there's a lot of traction, and a lot of people are asking a lot of questions about different topics. I'm only speaking from experience. I've read a ton of books, probably 400 in my Audible. I'll list those books at another time when it's appropriate. And I've been through a lot in life. So everything that I'm talking about, I've done it. This is all from experience, good and bad. What works, what doesn't, and what it really comes down to. I'm one of those people that just need to try it. And even if it's, everyone's telling me you're gonna get burned by the stove, don't touch the stove, I'm still gonna touch that stove, because I need to feel it for myself. I need to have that experience. So I'm not preaching or telling you guys, I'm just giving guidance. If it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, no big deal. You know, but I'm just giving my experience, and hopefully that will enhance your experience, but you have to go do stuff. Action. Take action all the time. Always take action. Okay, be consistent. I'm gonna drink my tea and start making my food for the day. I can show you all that later on a meal prep, a food haul, or if you just go on the Substack, the list is there. There's videos now, so definitely check it out. That video turned into something I didn't plan on, but there you go.